Xin chao, what's up everybody? Alright, it is Thursday. Again, feeling a bit better. You still can't hear my voice that much, but I still have a pretty heavy chest infection. In this video today, we're going to talk about why I don't travel around during Tet. So that's exactly what we're going to talk about. Is why you can travel around during Tet, but why I don't specifically like to travel around during Tet that much. Tet here is wild. You've got a lot of people returning home. Flights are more expensive. Flights are fully booked. Flights get delayed. It's a whole pantheon of stuff of why I don't like to travel during Tet and why I actually am a proponent for staying in Saigon during Tet, which a lot of people will be quick to say, everything's closed, you can't do anything. Well, I'm going to explain a couple things as that's changed since the pandemic. Things are now open during Tet. Restaurants are open during Tet. A lot of Western restaurants, especially if you're over in Thowden, there's going to be a lot of stuff open. They might be closed for like 2 of the core day holidays, but for the most part, a lot of stuff's going to be open. So yeah, I really don't like to travel too much for Tet because it's pretty simplistic, you know. It's a general pain in the butt, you know. Hotels are usually overbooked or fully booked. They're 10 to 20% more expensive. Flights are 10 to 20% more expensive. Flights are fully booked. We did it once. We did it before the pandemic. And I think it's the last time that I'll ever want to do it. They're really going full out on this festival. So I'll explain this music festival too as we get done talking about the Tet thing. Let's see. This is the largest festival I've ever seen them put together down here since I've lived here. We'll talk about the Tet thing first and why I don't like to travel during Tet. The cops were over here. So I mean, it was, when we did it the last time, it was complete pandemonium. Some people have to travel during Tet because they have jobs. They had cops over here blocking all this earlier when I came by. I would block all this. They had blockage gates on the sidewalk so people couldn't do this. And now they're gone, which is a shame. But I did see a thumbnail over here. So we're gonna find that thumbnail and acquire that target. What's up, dude? It's my Shopee guy. You know how wives like to order stuff on the computer? Is this chick white? Can't even tell. Is she Asian? Can't really tell. But that is an acquired thumbnail. That was the whole purpose of that. You have no idea how important a thumbnail is. It just truly is. It's completely free to use. Anybody on the street as a thumbnail as well. So, but it's important. It's important for a video, let's be honest. So yeah, Tet can just be an extremely stressful time to travel, and it can also not go so well. Man, traffic is hyphy today. This is the Rex Hotel. People do like this hotel. It's an older hotel, so it's going to be older on the inside, but it's very done up, very nice. It's taken care of. The staff is really good. It's like around 100, 140 bucks a night. So I think, you know, traveling around during Tet, it's more expensive. The hotels are fully booked. All the restaurants are fully booked. Like, for example, if you were going to like Banana Hills is going to be madness. Like, I don't know if it's going to be raining or not, but I'm looking pretty sharp today. I'm dropping weight pretty quick. I haven't been drinking at all, and I haven't been smoking, and I'm peeling kgs of weight. So like Banana Hills, they're going to have a queue, or let's even use Sapa to get on the cable car during Tet's going to have like a 3-hour queue probably. Like, everything's just going to be super queued up. It's going to be super difficult to do stuff in an efficient manner. So the way I travel for Tet, like holiday, is we travel before Tet. So that's why next month we're going to Taiwan. I'm going to go to Taiwan in the middle of the month before it gets, it's still kind of expensive when I'm going, but like it would have been cheaper if we went like a month ago. But we still like to go somewhere during the holidays. So our thing is to been going lately during December. So like late December, we go somewhere and we go experience a holiday then. and it seems to work really well. Like, we're really excited to go to Taiwan. Taiwan is going to be it's going to be the first place we've ever gone that everything is planned out, and I'm going to try to make it like a professional travel vlog to appeal to all audiences from around the world. Like, that is the whole purpose of going to Taiwan. Besides for, you know, me and the wife going on a vacation together, I want to shoot a very well done video travel series there. Everything's going to be filmed. I think we're going to be using not the ZV-1 that much, a lot of the X3000, so the old X3000, because it just does so much better on the fly and on the go and with the batteries and stuff. They're laughing at trying to figure out how to cross the street. So yeah, this festival this year is tremendously huge that they're setting up, and it doesn't even get going till next week. So you can travel around during Tet, just know that that's what's going to happen. I love it when these guys think they have the right of way. You don't have the right of way, G. And they even give you a dirty look. Because here in Vietnam, you should have the right of way. It's the law, but you technically kind of don't. So I don't know where he was in a hurry to go. He just went to a red light. Just like in America, when somebody's in a hurry, it's the same thing here. Like, you'll see the exact identical thing here is you'll see a dude in a hurry like that, and guess what? You'll see him at the light right next to him. Or you'll see the dudes go around the sidewalk. Guess what? And 2 lights up, he's going to be right next to you at the light. So it's just like the same thing in LA. If you've ever driven there, the guy that's driving crazy, he's either going to be right next to you in like less than a half mile. So it really doesn't net anything. During rush hour, it can be a little bit of a way to prevent things from getting super clogged up. But yeah, they're going all out on this music festival. Xin chào. It's like Hmong. They got Sapa gear on. This looks like Hmong. This is Hmong wear here. Maybe they're here for this? Yeah, this is all Sapa Hmong. Way up north. You can tell right away that it's Sapa Hmong gear. Oh yeah, it is. So here's the Hmong booth over here. Sapa. Probably other parts of the north. Absolutely must visit area in Vietnam when you come on a vacation is Sapa. Yeah, these are all Hmong. So this is Hmong outwear. Yep. I stumbled into something kind of cool. So you never know what you'll stumble into. So we'll walk down this way. So just know that if you travel on Tet, hello. So just know it's going to be super packed. It's going to be more expensive. Hotels are already booked. You have to book this stuff way ahead of time. Even Da Nang's going to be crazy. Even like Vung Tau is going to be pretty packed. Every place that's a tourist place is going to be packed. And then even Saigon, people will stay home for Saigon. Although this Tet, since people couldn't travel the last 2 Tets, I think this is going to be one of the most traveled Tets ever. So there's a very high chance that Saigon actually might be pretty empty, which I absolutely don't mind when it is empty. So I'm not complaining either way, however it goes down. All right, let's walk back over here. So I'm definitely excited for this festival. It's the largest one they've ever thrown. There's still a huge problem with festivals here though. Like, I'm gonna use that International Food Festival, and I'm a very positive guy. Do I have am I like 100% Vietnam like some other vloggers that live here? No, because Vietnam isn't perfect, and I think it's kind of a phony thing to like always say everything here is awesome and everything they're doing is perfect and all the food's the greatest food ever and that's the greatest drink I've ever had on the street, and it's just not true. Like, nothing in life is perfect, but I'll give that food festival an example. That food festival could have been phenomenal if they actually went and got restaurants, even just in Saigon, from all these places. The only restaurant they got was like a crappy Thai restaurant that's over here called the Golden Elephant. That was the only one that was an actual Thai restaurant, and they did it. They cooked all their stuff ahead of time on big sheets. Like, it was just, you know, they could have actually went and found some authentic Japanese restaurants in Japantown They could have went and found some authentic Chinese food, dim sum places like they have here. They could have found authentic German food like there is here. They could have found authentic food from almost every country here because there's a restaurant that has it. Authentic Ethiopian food, authentic Indian food. They could have had all the authentic food, but they chose not to. You know, they chose to, I don't know how they set the vendors to get in there or what they have to pay or how it's done. They did it in a way that I wouldn't have done it. So they're practicing. I've never seen them practice 1 week early for a festival either. You're talking, this is a week away still. This doesn't even start till next Friday, and they're practicing. So if I'm the planning commission of Saigon, and I'm not a genius, but I'm not a planning commissioner, but if I'm going to plan festivals, I'm going to have a food festival right here, right? I'm going to set it up in this scale, and I'm going to charge vendors a bunch of money to come in, maybe 20 million a piece to come in for a 7-day festival. And then they can set up a full, like a fair almost. They can set up a full stall. They can put their full kitchen in and sell their exact products. And you offer every vendor to come in. Just don't make it like a raffle where only a few can get in. And have all the top restaurants come in and then maybe sell a ticket or something like how the Taste of Chicago does. And you could really have a profitable festival that would garnish the attention of the world, you know, that could eventually become some kind of festival that people would internationally travel for just to come here for. Another festival you could do a beer festival. There's so many craft beer places here, so many different beer makers. You can invite beer makers from other places in Asia and Southeast Asia and set it up just the same. They put all this effort into this stuff. You can put it into something where you can then make profitability off of it. That's the problem with these festivals, is there's no profitability here. Like, they have no way to monetize this or make any money really. If you get what I'm saying, like, I would try to position myself in a position to make this profitable and monetize it. And that's the way you do it. You do like a beer festival, you do international food festival. You could even do like a Japanese food festival. You could do specific countries and just set it up on the side street like they did the food festival. That's how they do them in Japan. I've been to quite a few. They do them tremendous in Japan. You know, there's this thing here that happens where it's the same thing over and over and over again, and there's not much adoption of anything new. You know, it's like whatever the way that's worked for 20 years, let's just keep doing that way, and let's not consider to make a change, which I find to be a slightly bit disappointing. So, you know, these festivals are beautiful, they are cool, but they're usually like an hour tops. You walk around it once and it's kind of it. You've kind of seen the festival. You've seen what it has to offer. There's no longevity to stay. Like for this food festival, or just this music festival, right? Here's how I would set it up. I would have a whole food area where all kinds of different vendors can come in. I'd have a beer area where a bunch of beer areas can come in. Oh, they got restrooms over here. That's a good idea. I would have all kinds of different stuff set up where people can stay for hours on end, create an incentive to stay. Like most of these festivals, they'll have this little food vendor with the same meat on the stick that we saw at that international food festival. And that's not gonna make people stay that long. It's the same thing they can get at every single festival. So it's essentially just catered to Vietnamese, when they should be catering it to all different cultures, all different languages, everybody. It shouldn't be just focused around one race or one specific place in the world. They should be really going after massive markets instead of small markets. Look how much money is put into this thing. Look how huge the stage is. I've never seen a stage this intricate setup that we're walking to right now. This could be, you know, was a Cambodia festival. Sukhokville. Gotta say, I'm not a Cambodia guy. There's so many things I'd choose over Cambodia. I'd say if you've never been to Cambodia and you gotta do a visa run here, check out Phnom Penh for a weekend, and I think you've done your just deeds. I'm not in the temples. Once you see 900 temples, you've seen a bunch, so all the temple stuff, I don't know, it doesn't Wait until I show you the sheer scale of this festival. We're gonna walk across the street over here, and you're gonna be like, holy shit. By far, the largest production that they've ever thrown here for anything. And I can almost promise it'll be a missed chance of revenue. I mean, let me know what you think in the comments. If you think I'm crazy and off my rocker, let me know what you think. I think I'm pretty accurate. I think I got the right idea. I think there should be international festivals. You know, they do like a pizza festival here, or like a hamburger festival, and it's like in this little dinky area in D2. My buddy Joe filmed something there. I'll be seeing him there, because I usually do all the stuff if I'm in town there. But they got like an international burger thing there, or like a burger festival and stuff. You've seen the burger festival if you watch the channel. I'll show you though, they're setting up aggressive down here. People always ask me what's the best pho around Winway. Pho Ga right here. It's Pho Ga. Right across from the Samsung store. Delicious Pho Ga. It's all the Pho Ga you need in your life. There's better spots. It gets argumentative on like better phos and better Pho Gas. Pho Ga. I like Hanoi style for any kind of cuisine. I would pick Hanoi over Saigon, because Saigon uses an ample amount of sugar, if you know what I mean. The only thing I don't see is how they're going to connect this. Are they going to like actually shut down this connecting street like I was talking about in yesterday's video? So I want to take you across the street and actually show you. So yeah, we covered the Tet thing, why I don't travel on Tet. Let me know if you like to travel on Tet. Let me know if you like to stay in Saigon during Tet, or in Hanoi, or in Da Nang. And also let me know if you're going to be here during Tet. Again, if you want to find me, I'm usually around Winway. I'm not a very hard person to find. Live streaming will be still continuing on Fridays and Saturdays. We will not be at bars though. We will just be probably walking around and going to random spots. Drinking is out right now, and I'm pretty successful on quit smoking. I'm on like the tail end of day 3 already, and I don't have any cravings and don't want any. It's already to the point where a cigarette smells like shit. So it's working pretty well. And I don't have any cravings for booze either. I'm right now quite adamantly happy with the way things are going.